Hello lovelies! In today's video we're talking about 10 different things that are making you look cheap and how to fix it. These are all really easy fixes. Just being aware of them can really transform your whole outfit. I am guilty of nearly all of these, so there's no reason to feel embarrassed or be like, oh, I can't believe I did this. They're just common mistakes. We're human, very busy, we're usually in a hurry, and it's easy to overlook these things because we just want to get out the door. But I'm here to help you think about things a little bit differently and easy little fixes that you can implement starting today. I'd love to hear from you, so if you disagree or if you have a better solution, then make sure to comment below. Number one is bad statement jewelry. Beautiful chunky pieces are very trendy for 2024. It is unfortunately really easy to get the wrong pieces of gold statement jewelry. So you're not buying the cheap plastic looking stuff that's really chunky and just look really colorful and kind of like the junior section at Target type of vibe, and instead you're going for this look. But if you're skimping out and wearing cheap looking gold or silver jewelry, it's going to cheapen your overall look significantly. Even if you're wearing a very nice put together outfit that is proportionate and classic, but then you're wearing this, it will cheapen the overall look. A piece that comes to mind is the Amazon pendant kind of like dupe thing that everybody has, including me. And the original one I think is like $60 and the Amazon one is like $15. So it's not like the expensive one is so cost prohibitive that you would have to rationalize, getting something like this. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but in person it looks like I got it out of a candy machine. There's something about this gold hue that just automatically looks fake. There's nothing in the world that's gonna make anybody think that it's real or that it's even gold plated or vermeil. This is another gold plated item that I share a lot. It's by Jane Wynn. It looks so much differently. There's something about the way it shines, even though it's not a super expensive necklace. Also, Aram has beautiful gold plated jewelry that is coated in 24 karat gold. I don't think anybody else is doing that. I think everybody else coats it in like 18 karat gold. As you open it and on camera and in real life is so far superior. It's a couple $100s, but the ROI is there. Instead of buying pieces like these that are anywhere from $16 to $25, kind of over and over again, just making that one investment and looking a lot more expensive than it is going to go so far in the way that your outfit looks. Along the same jewelry vein is bad watches. Probably a lot of people will disagree with me, like sports watches, Apple watches. I think it looks distracting. It usually kills the outfit for me. Not only that, but I'm constantly watching their notifications kind of pop up. Even if you are able to find a strap that skin in a different way and it looks more classic, it's just distracting, like to be with people that have an Apple Watch is constantly like lighting up. I'm always like, what? Like we're in the middle of a conversation, do you need to get that? Like, do you need to get that? Is it just me or does anybody else feel that way? I have ADD, so I cannot handle that. A better option for watches is something like this that looks like a vintage watch that's leather. This one's by Pascal, and they are today's video sponsor. I am very excited to be working with them. When I first saw their watches, I fell in love. I love a beautiful vintage looking watch, especially if it's not gonna break the bank. And I was able to find one in 2 different colors that are very trendy for fall 2024. I only accept sponsorships of things that you guys are gonna like. I don't ever wanna talk about something that I don't genuinely love. I hope that comes through. The beautiful packaging it comes in. So it's kind of the burgundy one here. And I also got one, I couldn't resist, in my other favorite fall color for fall 2024, this gorgeous green. Oh, it's so beautiful. There's a little diamond detail here that looks really, really chic. And I've been wearing so much burgundy lately and like browns and like tawny colors that this one is just one that I've been wearing, but I saved this one and I haven't worn it yet, so I can unbox it for you here. And it's just a really great way to elevate your look. I love how it looks with like stacked bracelets as well. It's a really easy way to do that. Tennis bracelet. Also pop up a couple of different color variations here that you can take a look, but this is such a beautiful color. It makes such a statement. The face of the watch is so classic and timeless. And Pascal was founded in California in 2023 to really foster lab-grown diamonds and get away from mining and exploitative practices. I have a 20% off discount code Ziba20 site-wide on any of their beautiful pieces they have. They have some really very original looking watches and also other jewelry that I think you will really love. I love styling this burgundy one with a lot of earthy tones, all of my burgundies, as well as like, for example, that leopard coat there in the back. And this gorgeous green, and green is one of my favorite colors. It's such a great piece for when you need a little bit of a pop of color. I'm a neutrals lover, and I tend to get stuck in a very much of like a black, white, camel, navy. And so to have a watch like this, it brings the outfit to life and gives it a little bit of a detail, is something that is very eye-catching and will make the overall outfit look a lot more expensive than it is. Number 3 is bad underwear. I have 2 things for you here. Number 1 is forget like seamless and bunching and like, you know, having like your rolls kind of coming out on the side. What about dirty bra straps? Dirty bra straps are so awful. Like they make you just wonder, okay, if that is the bra strap, then what is the rest of the underwear look like? It is just not a good look. It automatically makes you look cheap. Many of us might have a favorite bra that we wear with everything. It's the right color. So then we just wear it a lot. And then who has time to properly wash their lingerie, right? And you keep wearing it. A stretched out, weathered kind of straps that have the threads sticking out, and then also add to it being dirty, just leaves such a bad impression. And it's really hard to recover from that because you just look dirty right from the get-go. Make sure to always check your bra straps. And even if you think people can't see them, there's always a moment, unless you're wearing something like this. Like I can be wearing the world's dirtiest bra with this, and I probably am, but like this is like very forgiving. Anytime that you have something that remotely shows your neck, like a lot of those square tops that we saw a lot in the summer, is a surefire way to have your bra strap sticking out. Tank tops as well. The other thing to do with underwear, and forget VPL, but that kind of cuts you off at the hips, like the hip indentations. So I do have these hip indentations that I have to be very careful to not add to the creases that my natural hips do for me. And I need to always look for a way to smooth it out. Because for example, in these pants that I'm wearing here with this top, they're very comfortable lounge wide leg pants that are awesome. However, if I just wear my regular kind of like comfy granny panties that I love, then guess what? It's going to dig into my hip bones. It's going to make me look a lot cheaper than it is. But the solution to this is wearing pantyhose. Or if you don't want to wear the full leg, you can always cut them off and wear tights or pantyhose and just have that smoothing out without your underwear. Or you can always buy Spanx, of course, but if you don't want to make the investment, just get an old pair of pantyhose and it will really not only suck in your stomach and also not have any VPL, but it will smooth out those hip lines, not just in these kind of trousers, but also like slip skirts or dresses. You don't have to like have this problem. 5 is greasy hair. If you're like me, you don't have time to wash your hair every day, because who does? Like, I want to know, let me know, are you somebody who washes their hair every day? And if so, how do you get it done? Because I can't do it. It does save my life. Is of course dry shampoo. Love the one by Beauty Bio because it doesn't have alcohol, which doesn't strip your hair, and it also doesn't spray on white, which is that's a different problem. It also makes you look cheap. You don't want that white residue of talc like on your hair. So this one is perfect. The other one that I really love is one by Array Gray. Array Gray is a fantastic company that really focuses on putting pigment back in your hair. If you're gray and you want to stop or reverse it, they have shampoos, dry shampoos, volumizing, root spray, actual supplements that you can take to start getting pigment back in your hair. And I love their root talc because it's actually kind of like it's not white at all. It's like a kind of like a brown color. It's a really great alternative to dry shampoo. Also, if you don't like aerosol, sometimes I'm very sensitive to that. Sometimes I get a little nauseous, like I just get like queasy. These are my natural roots right now, so I think it's working. I do have a couple of grays, but I'm 45, so I mean, we can't do miracles here, right? But check it out. Greasy Hair just is kind of like that dirty bra strap. It just gives you like, oh, this is kind of fun because it's actually having to do with your house. And I don't talk a lot about home decor, but I do love home decor and I try really hard to make a beautiful home for my family and I. And one of the things that I've noticed is that I have a lot of like little chips of paint kind of all over the house. Normal, you know, I have 2 boys, I have a dog. Me, I'm not any better than those 3. Having a little brush that kind of looks like whiteout, I'll link it here. You can get it on Amazon and Walmart. It's just a little dab and you can get in different paint colors that you can just dab away the little chips and it really helps your house. Like that happens sometimes in some cabinets that starts to kind of chip away or corners. I remember when my kids were really young and we put like those foam things kind of like on the corners so that they wouldn't crack their head open. Your mom is hard. We did that and like when we tore it off, it was disaster. We don't have to paint the whole wall, but there was paint damage. So this magic little product is perfect when you just want to just dab a little bit there. You don't want to, pay for a whole paint job and leave your house for a week. but you still don't like the way it looks. Number 7 is fakeness. So if you're gonna have fake stuff, then you got to be more meticulous and detail oriented than if you didn't go with the fake stuff. And what I mean by that is nails, extensions, lashes, being on top of your hair extensions so that they don't show, like when you do this kind of thing and then, oh, there they are, I've detoxed from fake eyelashes because they started to ruin my actual lashes. In any case, I really have a weakness for them. And you can see in my other videos, I love them. But the thing with fake eyelashes is if you're gonna do them, do the ones that you have to put on one by one, because that is a more natural look. When you just have the strip going like, they kind of always peel off at one end or the other. It's so freaking distracting to be talking to somebody and you're just like, oh my gosh, is it gonna happen or not gonna happen? It's like the loose buttons dilemma that I always talk about. Like, is that button gonna come off or it's not gonna come off? Like, it's like everyone's on the edge of their seat. What's gonna happen? Number 8 is doing fancy makeup when you are not able to do fancy makeup. And one of the channels that has taught me a lot about makeup is Sophia Sees Beauty. I love her stuff. It's very approachable and I have learned so many different ways to apply makeup, also different brands of makeups to try if I'm like thinking about clean beauty or if I'm thinking about like luxury beauty like Dior. I learned so much from her. But if you're not going to really invest a lot of time in mastering these techniques and like getting to really know the cat eye and eye tutorials and things like that, then it's so much better to stick to less is more. It's so much easier to make it look good for yourself. It looks so much more classy and elegant, and not to mention you look younger if you just wear more simplified makeup routine. And Merit is a brand that I lean into, make it so foolproof. Like their blush blends in easily. Their lipstick just like soaks into your lips. I think one of their taglines is like, it's foolproof. It does feel like that to me because I struggle with being detail oriented with makeup, and anytime that I use their products, even if I'm in my sloppy, in a hurry self, I still can manage to look okay because it all blends in really easily. I use beauty and skincare products from all over the map, but I do really love their cheeky balm, their lipstick, their mascara, and also their bronzer. Number 9, belts that are falling apart. Belts are a double-edged sword. I love them so much. I think they can transform an outfit. I'm a huge believer in wasting your outfits. A beautiful statement belt, help the outfit look more expensive. But if the belt is struggling, like if the holes look really stretched, the faux leather is starting to peel, if anything is going wrong with the belt, then the outfit will not survive it. You have to have a nice belt, like no, or just don't wear one because it's really distracting and it will make your whole outfit look cheap. Number 10 is a bad fake tan. Now I'm very knowledgeable in this because my natural skin color is the color of skim milk. I have tried so many fake tans. What I mean by fake tan is not just the orange glow, auditioning for an Oompa Loompa role. That's one iteration of a bad tan. The other bad tan is when you have a good tan, which I've had some really good airbrush tans, but then guess what? You haven't moisturized adequately and it's starting to fade and it just looks like you have a very strange skin disease. Or my other absolute favorite, you got it all right. It's golden, it looks natural, it's evenly done, is completely consistent throughout your body, but your hands are white. I have had this happen to me so many times. And one of the times I remember I was like on my way to Florida, I was sitting next to a guy, he was quite young and looked riz, as the kids would say. It was perfect. White hands. I was sitting there looking at both of our white hands and just being like, oh my gosh. Tan Luxe has a developing cream that is not violent, it doesn't streak, there's no like transfer. So it's something that if you're in that tanning situation, then it's something that you can just put on every day as like kind of like your hand moisturizer, and it'll very gradually add a little bit of pigmentation to your hands without a lot of fuss. I think we all do tans also to look younger, but it doesn't necessarily make you look younger. If you want real little tips on things that you're doing that are aging you 10 years, make sure to watch this video. And if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you really soon.